Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to use a free and easy online graphic design program called Canva. Canva is free to use, although it has a premium feature which is a paid recurring subscription service called Canva Pro. Canva Pro grants access to an extensive library of images, templates, fonts, and other functions, but you can still make great designs on Canva without it. Today, I will be demonstrating how I made this generic lawn care flyer using only Canva's free services. This flyer is a digital image which I can email, post on Facebook and other social media services, and even print, so there are many ways that my Canva design can be shared with others. Now, let's begin. When you type www.canva.com into your internet browser, you will be prompted to log in or create a new account on Canva. You can do that by using your email address and creating a password. Once you've created your account, you will be brought to the Canva home screen, which looks like this. From here, you will see the Create a Design button in the top right corner. When you click it, a drop-down menu will appear with different options for what types of designs you want to make. Next to each option is the size of the design in pixels, so you know how large or small your design will be. As you can see, there are many options, including a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a poster, and more. You can even create your own custom design and choose what size you would like it to be. For my design, I selected the flyer size. Once you select your size, Canva will take you to a workstation with a blank page the size that you selected. You will see in the top bar that the design is untitled. To give it a name, simply click on the text where it says Untitled and type in the name for your design. I'm calling my design Lawn Care Flyer because that is what I want to make. Don't worry about saving your file. As long as you have an internet connection, the file will automatically save itself after every edit you make. Once you've named your design, it's time to make it yours. When you first open the new design, there is a menu of templates which you can choose from, which will automatically format images and text, which you can edit however you want. If you see a template which matches the design that you want to create, you can select it and then edit it to include your specifics. However, if you don't find a template you love, you can start from scratch and make a design just as good as any of those templates, quickly and easily. You can add the elements of your design in whichever order you want to, but I will start by adding some images. I am making a flyer for a lawn care service, so I would like to include some pictures of yard work, like mowing and raking. To find images, select the tab on the left of the screen which says Elements. Here is where you will find Canva's full library of images and designs. To find exactly what you are looking for, type what you want in the search bar above the images. Hundreds of great photos and clip art will appear, which you can select from to create the perfect design. Many of these images are locked for Canva users who aren't paying for Canva Pro. These are indicated by a crown and the word Pro on the bottom right corner of the image. However, there are still plenty of great images available for free, like this one of a lawnmower I will use. To insert an image into your design, click and drag the image from the Elements menu onto the design. It will appear on the page, and you can use the white dots in the corners of the image to resize it as large or small as you want. You can move the image around on the design by clicking and dragging it to where you want it to be. When you move the image, only the portion of the picture which is within the bounds of the design will appear in the final design. Now I've settled this image where I want it to be, but there's a lot of empty space and I want to add another image. To add another image to your design, go back to the search bar in the Elements tab and type what you want to find. I will look for an image of a rake. Once you've found your image, again, click and drag it onto the design. From here, you could drag it to wherever you want, and you can drag the corners to resize the image. If you want to change the proportions of the image, click and drag the white bars on the top, bottom, and sides of the image to crop that side of the image smaller or larger. Once you've resized the image how you like, you can adjust which part of the image is shown by double-clicking on the picture. This will show the full-size image with the part being cropped out semi-transparent. You can drag the image within the bounds you created for it to adjust which part of the picture is cropped out of the final design. I am happy with the 2 images I have added to my design, but I want to add text to my flyer. To add text, go to the text menu on the left side of the screen. Here you will find an array of text font presets which you can choose from to add to your design by dragging and dropping them from the text menu onto your design. I like this one, so I'm going to add it to my design. You can edit the text in the box by double-clicking on the text and typing the words you want when the text is highlighted blue. You will see that when you select a text element, a row of options will appear on the white bar above the design. Here, you can edit the font selection, font size, color, emphasis, justification, and layout of the text. You can also add effects from the effects menu. I want my text to be smaller, so I will select the text and then click the box with a number in it and type in the size I want the font to be. You can drag the text box just like you can an image to reposition it on the design with the help of the guidelines. I like the position of my text, but not the color. You can change the color of your text by selecting the text color box with an A and a strip of color under it. This opens a color option menu on the left side of the screen. From here, you can select a color Canva has picked out from the images in your document or one of Canva's default colors. Or you can customize your own. I like this light green color, and it's called grass green, which seems appropriate for my lawn care flyer, so I'll go with this one. There are many options you can change to customize your text. You can make it bold or not bold, choose to italicize it, change the text justification within the box, or even make the text a bullet list. You can also change the line and character spacing, and add or edit all kinds of effects in the effects menu, which appears on the left side of the screen. You can apply an effect by simply clicking on it in the menu. Dragging the sliders on the bottom will edit its intensity, and if you decide you don't want to use an effect, you can undo it by clicking on that effect box again. I've settled on my text for now, but the flyer feels a bit boring with the white background. In order to add some pop, I'm going to add some color behind the text. To add a background to part of your design, you can go to the Elements menu and search for a square. Click and drag it into your design, and resize it with the dots on the corners to fit the area you want to cover. You've probably noticed that the brown rectangle is covering my text. To layer an element underneath other elements instead of above them, right-click on that element so that a rectangular menu appears. From there, click the Send to Back button, which will place the element you've selected beneath all other elements in your design so that you can see them above it. You can change the color of an element by clicking on the Color menu, which is the colored square on the left side of the white bar above the design. From here, you can select the colors in your document, the colors which are included in the photos in your design, the default colors, and your own custom color. To select a custom color, click the square with a plus sign in the middle bordered by a rainbow ribbon. This menu has 4 elements: the color box, the color bar, the color code box, and the pigment selector. If you know the 6-digit code for the color you want, you can input it into the color code box. If you want to find your perfect color, if you don't know the code, you can drag the hollow circle in the color box around to try different tints of a color. For a broader range of colors, you can drag the white dot on the rainbow ribbon color bar to the color you want to use. Then you can click and drag around in the color box to fine-tune the color you like. You can also use the pigment selector to click on a color within your design and use that color. All of these color options are available for solid color elements and clip art and all text. I'm going to use this dark brown color from the raking photo for my background. Now I've designed a nice, basic flyer, but I need some more information on it. To add more text to your design, go to the text menu on the left side of the screen. You've seen the preset text options, but if you want to try something else, you you can search for a font name or style in the box which says Search Text. I'm going to search for something bold. There are many options, plenty of them free to use even without a subscription to Canva Pro. Here I'm going to use Livic Bold. You can add a text box to your design by dragging and dropping it from the text menu onto your design. You can edit the text by double-clicking it and typing what you want. And you can resize the font using the box with a number in the white bar above your design. Here, I like my text size and positioning, but I want to add a background to the text to make it more readable. You can add a background to your text by selecting the text box and clicking on the Effects menu on the right side of the white bar above the design. Select Background from the Effects menu, and you can edit the shape and transparency of the background, as well as the color. I'm happy with this text box, but I need one more, and I want to keep the same formatting. You can create a copy of any text box, element, or photo in your design by right-clicking on the element, selecting Copy, and then right-clicking anywhere else on the design and selecting Paste. You can then drag and move the new text box and edit it however you like. Now, I have all the relevant information on my flyer, but I want to spruce it up just a little bit more. I'm going to add some clip art of a lawnmower and a rake next to the text to make it pop. I've selected this lawnmower element and added it to my design by dragging and dropping it onto the design. I want to make my text tighter to make space for the image. You can do this by changing the line spacing to bring the lines closer together by sliding the dot on the bar or inputting the number you want for the spacing. This will do for now. As you can see, when I select the lawnmower image, 5 different color boxes appear on the white bar above the design. Each box controls the color for one section of the image, and you can change each color independently using the color selection options you have learned already. I'm going to adjust the color to make my mower red and gray. Now that I've got my lawnmower situated, I want to add a rake. Here is a nice clip art image from the Elements section. I like the colors on this one, but I want it to be angled a little bit. You can rotate an image or element by clicking on the element and dragging the white circles with 2 circular arrows inside of it. Now you can rotate it to whatever angle you want. I like this. I think it adds the final touch to my design. Canva is a great online tool for neat graphic design. There are hundreds of free and useful elements included in the Canva library, and you can even add your own images and files to use in any of your designs. To do this, click on the Upload section on the left side of the screen and click on Upload Files, which will open your File Explorer, and you can select any compatible file like JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, or even MP4 files saved on your computer or a hard drive connected to your computer. I am finished with my flyer, and I want to download it onto my computer to email out and post online. You can easily download your design by clicking the white Share button on the right side of the colorful bar at the top of your screen. From here, you will see a button to copy the link to your design to share with other Canva users who can collaborate on your design and edit it from their own computers. There is also a download button. Click the download button and a file type drop-down menu will appear. Select the type of file you want to download your design as. Canva will give you its recommendation, but you can select from a variety of options. Once you've selected your file type, click the purple download button and your download will show up on the bottom left side of your screen. You can open it from there or find it in the download section of your File Explorer. When you're done with your design, you can click the Home button on the top left of your screen to bring you back to the Canva home screen. From here, you can either create a new design or scroll down to see your recent designs, including the project you just worked on. You can easily open them up by clicking on the project and pick up where you left off. I hope this video has helped you get started with Canva. Happy designing!